The story begins with Pops happily distributing mail to everyone at the park house, sorting letters with his usual cheerful innocence. Mordecai and Rigby casually open their mail while making jokes about bills and advertisements, but Skips receives an envelope that makes him pause in complete silence. The letter bears a symbol that looks ancient, carved, and ominous, something that stands out dramatically from the usual park correspondence. The moment Skips sees it, his expression becomes tense and serious in a way Mordecai and Rigby rarely see from him. When they ask what's wrong, Skips brushes it off and claims he just needs to handle something personal. He heads off alone, clearly hiding something important. Mordecai and Rigby, too curious to let it go, secretly follow him through the forest. They watch Skips meet with a group of mysterious monk-like warriors who greet him with deep respect. These warriors call him by old names and titles that imply he has a long history with them. They present him with ritual equipment, wristbands, gloves, and ceremonial garments decorated with symbols of strength and protection. The monks explain that the great evil known as Clorgbane has returned, and only Skips can uphold the oath he made long ago to stop it. Mordecai and Rigby, shocked, accidentally reveal themselves. Skips is not happy they followed him, but once they're caught, they plead to help. The monks insist the fight is far too dangerous for ordinary people, and Skips reluctantly agrees. He tells Mordecai and Rigby to leave and forget everything. Back at the park, Mordecai and Rigby feel awful. They realize Skips has been carrying massive responsibilities alone for who knows how long. The guilt mixes with admiration, and they decide they won't let him face this threat without support. They go back into the woods looking for clues, eventually stumbling across traces of Clorgbane's presence. The ground is cracked, trees are split, and strange glowing energy hums in the air. They encounter an apparition of Clorgbane itself, a massive, monstrous entity fueled by dark cosmic power. The apparition is strong enough to knock Mordecai and Rigby away with a shockwave, reminding them of how far out of their league they truly are. Meanwhile, Skips trains with the monks in a hidden shrine. The training is vigorous and spiritual, tapping into Skips' immortal strength and the centuries-long tradition of the Fists of Justice. His movements are controlled and powerful, channeling glowing energy through disciplined motions. Skips remains calm externally, but internally he worries. Clorgbane has grown stronger, and Skips feels the weight of being the only one who can stop him. Long ago, Skips made a vow to protect the universe from threats like Clorgbane, but every confrontation has cost him dearly. Friends lost, battles survived only through pure willpower. That history, unspoken yet heavy, fuels the emotions and stakes of the episode. Mordecai and Rigby suddenly burst into the shrine. Despite Skips' frustration, they insist they won't leave. He tells them bluntly that Clorgbane would destroy them instantly, and that their presence only distracts him. They argue back that they've always relied on Skips, and now it's time they support him. Before Skips can send them away, the shrine shakes violently as Clorgbane begins manifesting nearby, breaking through dimensional barriers. The monks prepare for battle, forming a protective circle around the shrine. Clorgbane appears in his full form, a towering creature of shadow, fire, and crackling cosmic energy. His voice echoes with ancient hatred toward Skips, mocking him for thinking he can uphold his ancient promise. The monks unleash their collective power to shield the shrine, but Clorgbane easily shatters their defenses. Skips steps forward, his fists glowing with bright white energy as he confronts Clorgbane. The battle erupts with explosive force. Skips moves with unstoppable determination, striking Clorgbane with blows that echo like thunder. Clorgbane retaliates with spiked tendrils of energy, slashing the ground and tearing through the forest as they clash. Mordecai and Rigby watch in terror as Skips is hit repeatedly but refuses to fall. Every punch from Skips shakes the earth, every counterattack from Clorgbane warps the air around them. Despite Skips' strength, Clorgbane begins overwhelming him. Skips is slammed into the ground, pinned by dark energy, and Clorgbane prepares a finishing blow meant to end Skips' centuries-long resistance. In desperation, Mordecai and Rigby interfere by distracting Clorgbane. They yell, throw rocks, wave sticks, anything to draw the monster's attention. Clorgbane momentarily shifts focus toward them, giving Skips a crucial opening. With their help, however small, Skips summons the deepest reserves of power he has. His fists ignite with blinding energy as he stands one more time, channeling everything he is into one final strike. With a tremendous roar of effort, Skips delivers a devastating blow directly into Clorgbane's core. Light erupts outward, disintegrating the monstrous entity from inside. Clorgbane shatters into particles of light and shadow, before dissolving completely. The forest grows silent again as the sky clears. Skips collapses to one knee, exhausted but victorious. The monks gather around him respectfully, thanking Mordecai and Rigby for their bravery. Skips tells the monks that while he walks his immortal path alone, these two friends remind him he doesn't have to carry every burden in silence. Mordecai and Rigby help him stand, insisting they'd follow him again if needed. Returning to the park, Skips resumes his usual quiet routine as if nothing happened, but Mordecai and Rigby keep giving him subtle supportive looks. Skips finally cracks a small smile, acknowledging them without needing to say anything. The episode ends with them sharing a simple moment of calm, showing how their bond has grown stronger through understanding and loyalty.